I think we are live. I think we are indeed live. I got a camera this time. Put it in the top right there. I can see myself, so we're gonna keep it up there in the top right so that I'm not in the way. Move the lighting a little bit so it stops glaring in the camera, possibly. Is it just gonna do that every time I get close? Probably. We gotta figure out the lighting for this room. But we'll figure something out. I don't like how it's like constantly... Is that better? I'm gonna keep doing it. I don't like how it keeps doing that. I'm not sure what that is. Either way, let's get going. We should be able to finish the entire game today. So, we only have a couple areas left. We have... Oh, it's a transparency thing. Is that a setting I can mess with? I don't know if I can mess with that and keep it live. Back. No camera display? Why is no camera displaying? Is the camera not displaying on the stream? There we go. Not sure what that was about. Cool. And that should stop that weird lighting thing. It was a transparency issue. Awesome. So we should be set for tonight at least. Let's go ahead and start with the smaller area. The potentially smaller area. Of the deep root depths. I know there's like one cave, I think, in this area, potentially, but there's not more than that from what I remember. Right, we're using a different sword. I forgot about that. Nice. We are testing it to see if we want to go with it. Although we're probably going to end up just using the sword that we've had the entire series anyway. More for the sake of keeping what we've had the entire series. Just like we've only changed armor a few times. And our last armor change was actually just to go topless and wear armbands instead of a chest plate. So, well, instead of a normal cloth shirt, rather. Okay. I've run through this area a few times with a friend, helping him get through it, so I kind of know what I'm doing, but at the same time, I absolutely know nothing about what I'm doing. So, we have 4 hours to try to get through this area, get through Volcano Manor, and then get through Lanedell and fight the final boss. Here's that cave I was thinking about. I don't know if it's a proper cave or if it's really just a tunnel that leads to another area. It's letting us keep our horse, so yeah, we're dealing significantly more damage with this sword, even though we have both of them at max level. It has nice hyper. We don't get as staggered out of our attacks as we do with the other sword. I can't decide. I think we're just going to keep switching between the two, honestly. Oh yeah, they're up here. Do I have something I can throw at them? I wasn't really sure what to do there. I feel like I should have just jumped in. I think being cautious actually made it more dangerous there. Honestly, we don't even need to stop and fight the ants. We're not going to get that many runes from them anyway. So it might be better off just running through. How do I get back up there? Completely forgot how I got up there. I think it was that branch there. No, it was just running over here. For some reason I was thinking I had to get up to that one over there. Let's just run through, get our runes, and bounce. This legendary item is what we were after anyway. Elden Stars. It's a decent spell, an incantation if you're running a faith build. I feel like the faith build I'm running, I'm actually using that as one of my main AoE incantations, I think. Oh, almost died. Oh no. We did die. We did die. Can we jump down from here? Nope. I jumped before I actually checked. Unfortunately, I asked the question about whether I could jump or not before I actually, or after, rather, I jumped. Or more accurately during the jump, but the effects were the same. Is going through that tunnel actually the best way to go? Or is getting over there the best way to go? I feel like going through the tunnel's the safer bet. Okay, let's not die this time. I think there's an Erdtree avatar somewhere. Here's a site of grace right here. Okay, I think we can actually just ignore most of the items here, purely because we're not going to use any of them, and there's no reason to spend the time. We've already passed up this area as far as upgrade materials goes by a long shot, and I feel like most of the rare items we don't have a use for. Like the rune arcs and stuff, we still haven't used any rune arcs. We're not using any spells. We're not doing anything really of the sort. So it's kind of useless spending the time. Now I think there is a cave or something along these rocks. I don't know if I'm just confusing like a little alcove with a hidden item, or if it's like an actual cave that we don't need. Here's the cave, but I think it's actually just where an item is. I don't think it's yeah, like a whole ordeal. Okay. I think there's a site of grace down here somewhere, but it's actually not that large of an area. There are some items on the top of some of these buildings, but I think one of them is a stone sword key and one of them is a rune art or something similar. So we don't actually need to go get those. So I want to find the site of grace that's somewhere in this area. I can't remember exactly where it is, but I remember there was one closer to this side of the map than what we already have. Well, there's the Erd Tree Avatar, or whatever is protecting the minor Erd Tree. Looking for that site of grace, though. I could have sworn that there was one closer. Okay, it's a Crucible Knight. Out of all the things it could have been. Let's see if they're weak against this. Well, I'm weak against them. That's been proven many times over. So it does deal a lot of damage to them. But the thing about Crucible Knights is they also have a lot of hyper armor. So it might actually be worth using our main sword. And then when we posture break them, switching over to the Blade of Melania and using that to get a lot of damage in while they're posture broken. That might be the play to go with. And then we need to go up there to get to the dragon fight and the weird NPC fight. Here's the site of grace that I was thinking about. Go ahead. Might as well just make it easier.
Working while I cook, we'll be able to chat after a little while.
What's up, Goty? I'm trying out a chat-to-speech thing. I don't know if it plays it for you guys, or if it only plays it for... I'm hoping it only plays it for me, so that it's not, like, blaring chat for everybody. So hopefully that didn't, like, vocalize your comment for you. I feel like that would be annoying for viewers if every comment was spoken out to the stream. I might need to change the settings so I can hear it a little more clearly, though. It was fine, but it kind of got drowned out by some of the game audio. Honestly, if I end up beating the rest of the game pretty quickly, and we only take like half of our normal stream time, I might stream a different game afterwards, just for the lulz. Because I went to stream, and I got the camera and everything, so I feel like I should use it. I want to use it. So I'll probably like end the stream and then start a new one so that it's not like a half and half stream for Elden Ring. And I'll just have to figure out which game I would like to stream afterwards. Assuming, oh, that's a hole. I didn't die though. I don't remember ever coming down this hole before. I think I just always assumed it was death. Oh, it goes into the cave that room bear was in. Okay, so it just loops back around. That is unfortunate. I feel like I got turned around. I'm back at the beginning area. Yeah, I got turned around big time. I am right here, yes. I was super lost there for a second. Get back up there and get out of this area. At this point, I'm really just running through these last couple areas as formality, since I've been trying to do as close to a 100% as I can. I think this is actually the tree that I want to be on. So there are two boss fights coming up. We have one that's a weird thing of like a bunch of NPCs, and then we have one with a dragon. And this is where Thea is. Pretty sure the NPC fight is first, but I could be wrong. I've only done it a couple times and it's been a while. But I'm pretty sure the dragon is the second fight that we have to like enter a special area for. I think Thea's somewhere over here. Or is she over here to the right? Since there's gonna be a group, I might actually switch to this sword. Wow. Okay. He came out with all the stabs. I just rushed in there. I assumed he wasn't gonna do anything. And I have no poise whatsoever. I wonder if every time we hit them, like an individual strike with the waterfowl dance, if that builds up 50 bleed. Because if so, that's a really quick way to build up bleed on an enemy. we do need to be careful about using that move since we can't really fight, like, protect ourselves there. Oh, she's not dead.
I knew you would come. What is it you to deny us like the dogmatic brute? You are an odd one. They call me a fat, yet you still wished.
I just want to be held, Fia. That's all I want. I just want the hugs.
Have you ever seen when the first of the demigods died? Godwin's Hallowbrand, but there is another Hallowbrand, and I must before the time. When God, but another, and I must fight before the time. My hands, will you still?
Okay, I think we already have what she wants. I think it's that thing that we got from Ronnie. From Ronnie's body, rather. Oh, I can just be held here. We should have just come here at the end of last stream. I didn't realize she was going to be alive and I could still be held. I thought she was already going to be dead. Oh wait, I didn't see the option until it was too late. So slow getting up and down. Going back in for a third hug. We're having to catch up. It's going to be the last hug that we get. I'm honestly almost tempted not even, because it's only a dragon fight after she dies. I say we make the executive decision not to let her die, just to do the dragon fight, because then we can end the stream with a hug. We missed the hug last time because I didn't realize she was still alive over here, but we just got some hugs to make up for that. So I say we let her live. We come back after we become an Elden Lord. We get a hug.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, hey, Goty. Can you or can you not hear the chat to speech? Because it wasn't clear on whether or not it broadcasts the speech. Or if that's just to me. And I want to make sure, because if it's broadcasting it, I don't want that.
Oh, nice. I can hear the TTS.
You can hear it? I was hoping it would just make it easier for me. But if it is putting up, if it's broadcasting it, I don't know if I want to do that. I feel like that would get annoying at some points. Can I disable that without pausing the broadcast again? Or do I have to pause this?
Happiness, sleepiness, grumpiness, penis.
It brings me back to the earlier days of Ryukar with the people. Or Grand Pooh Bear with the marbles and all that. Wow. Wow. We are not good at not getting hit, which is kind of funny. At least when it comes to normal enemies. When it comes to bosses, we're fine. But normal enemies can't avoid for the life of me. Okay, so there's an area down there we want to get to, and I think we have to go there first because that's a shortcut that we open up. from what I remember, the main thing that we're going for is the magma worm, the Godskin Noble. I think those are the only two mini bosses. I think there is a talisman that's a decent talisman, but I can't remember what it is. And really the only talisman I would consider switching out right now would be if we were to get higher level stamina. But I think we have the highest level.
Apologies if I miss some stuff too. I'm still cooking.
You're still cooking? What are you cooking though? That's the question. Oh, there's another Virgin Abductor in here. Almost died. This dog, not killing the dog is really coming back to bite me. Very literally. Okay, let's see what talisman we get out of this. Oh, that's actually a decent one. Probably worth swapping this one out because we're not going to need the extra runes really anymore. So that gives us significantly more health, and then we want to use the Baldachin's Blessing that we have because that will give us even more health. Theoretically. It might have to run its course before we get the health back though. Yeah. So that health, that section there at the top of health that we're missing, that's the extra health that we got from the talisman. Which is a significant amount of health, honestly. And the talisman that we replaced was only giving us extra runes from defeated enemies, which at this rate, or at this point, we're not needing that. We're probably not even going to level up really more outside of using whatever runes we get from the bosses. But I think we're already at a point where we don't need to. We can beat the game as it is. So this is a good substitute, a good trade-off, good replacement. I think there was a site of grace somewhere around here. Where? I have a whole horde chasing me. Nope, I was wrong. So I have to clear him out. Here we go. And honestly, whatever levels we do manage to get before we get to the final boss, we're probably just going to put into Vigor. Because we've kind of maxed out the damage we can do properly. I mean, we can do a little bit more damage, but we're starting to get diminishing results significantly from future levels, so it's not really worth putting any levels into it. And because I think we're like 60 dex and 40 strength, which is about the highest we can get anything from. And our endurance is to the point where we can level it, but we will only be getting like 1 point of stamina per level, so it's not worth it. So anything that we do add, we're probably just going to put into Vigor until we get to...
Camera looks good, as does the dude behind it.
Thanks. I am just using the basic bedroom lighting and a lamp of mine. So I haven't, like, I'm going to end up getting, like, an actual light. And I'm going to mess with it to make it look better. I might get, like, a cheap, like, pop-up green screen. Because I was looking at a dude setting it up just to make sure I wasn't missing settings and stuff. And he just had a basic, like, hold-up green screen thing. And when he set it to the background removal, it actually removed the background really well. Without the green screen, it's spotty. So that is a really good move to do. It puts a lot of hits on the enemy, but the issue with it is that I can't, like, cancel it. And I have, like, I'm not going to get staggered out of it unless I get hit with a really heavy attack. But I basically have no armor. I mean, I'm more than half naked right now. So I have to be careful to only really use it when I'm in a safer position, I guess. Meaning, it would have been fine against the magma worm.
The RTX background taker outer stuff is pretty good, just not as good as a green screen.
Yeah. I mean, when he tested it out, it was fine, and it was removing the background fine. But the issue was, if you were to, like, move around too quickly, it wouldn't, like, the refresh rate of it, I guess, was too slow to keep it smooth, and so then you ended up with, like, patches of your background showing through. Okay, I think the main thing that we have left is the Godskin Noble fight, I think.
Could you have beaten Malenia without a summon?
Probably, yeah. It would have taken a little bit longer. I think the thing that helped me about having my Spirit Ash was that it took her aggro during 2 of her attacks that would have put me in danger of dying. But it was only those 2 attacks really that... I mean, he did deal damage, but I have a high enough damage output I would have been able to do the same thing with a little bit more time. So, summoning like an actual character, like a player or whatever, is where it can get tricky because you get the skill of the player, but it adds a 50% health buff to them. So, and I'm not like an elitist who's like, oh, you shouldn't summon players because that's not playing the game. I just, for the sake of the stream, have wanted to do it, quote unquote, summon this, only using Spirit Ashes. I don't know. The first playthrough I did use Spirit Ashes, but I didn't use it as much as I have in this playthrough. But I'm kind of at the point where like I've beaten the game without summons a couple times now, and I'm doing mostly without summons this playthrough too. But that's kind of what happens. Like there's no reason not to use Spirit Ashes and stuff. It makes the game a little bit less frustrating at times. Like if I had gotten to the point where I got with Melania during my winning run, and she did the waterfowl dance towards my...
Floating foreskin noble.
Yeah, basically. When she did the waterfowl dance in the second phase at my Spirit Ash, that probably would have killed me if it was not towards my Spirit Ash. And it would have been highly frustrating to lose that late in the fight in that manner. And so I don't see it as a worthwhile endeavor. Since I've already done it before, might as well just make it a little bit easier. And I mean, they put the Spirit Ashes in the game. It's a fair mechanic too. So I'm not one of those who gets hung up on the whole, you know, it doesn't count if you don't do it the hardest way possible. And I'm not saying that's what you meant. Okay, so I do know there's an area that I can jump to out here, or at least I thought there was an area I could jump to. Yeah, right here. But I don't know if there's like another mini boss, or if this just leads towards the final boss that we already fought, that giant snake guy, Rykard. I can't remember. I feel like I've run through this area multiple times, but I've only ever like gone through... Oh right, I can jump through the window. There is a couple more things to do. There are a couple more things to do. There's another virgin abductor that I'm just going to ignore because I'm not a virgin. Where's the window I can jump through? They can only abduct people if they're virgins. That's why... Oh! That's why I've never been abducted. In case, you know, you were wondering, like, man, how does he never get abducted by those guys? Now you know. So if you're playing this game and you struggle with that, maybe you should reconsider your lifestyle. There are some items out there in the lava, but it's kind of like... Dang it. This lava weapon is honestly a really cool weapon. But it's annoying to fight against because of the lava that it spawns. Good grief. I'm mostly coming over here because I think there is one more site of grace somewhere in this building. Out here. That's a way gate. That might be what takes you to the boss. But there might be something over in this room that I need to check. And then I know there is one site of grace that's underneath, and I don't know if there's a mini boss underneath that you can only get to. There's a way to get over there, but I forgot how to. I think it's through here. So the only way to get to the area underneath is to find one of the virgin abductors. Got a dagger talisman. I think that like increases critical attack damage or something to that effect. But we aren't running a dagger build or one that's like super reliant on critical damage, so there's an item over here. There's a way out. Okay, we're gonna call that good. We ran through the whole area. We did everything. We already fought the final boss. There are probably not any more sites of grace. That's a pretty full looking map. So I know there's that one underground, but I can't remember which virgin abductor you're supposed to go to. It might actually be this one. Let's check the virgin abductor under Liurnia or under Rhea Lucaria. Because if it's that one, we can go ahead and grab it real quick. We are not quite an hour in, and we just have to go back to Lanedell. So we have plenty of time. And then I don't know if you were here earlier, Goty, when I said it, but I made a comment that if we finish Elden Ring in like an hour or two, which is looking like we're gonna do it in about 2 hours unless I get stuck on a boss. I'm considering trying to stream the game afterward, just because I normally stream for 4 hours. So I would like end the first stream and then just start another one. But I have to decide what game I would want to stream. Okay, it's not this version of Doctor. I don't know which one it is, 'cause I tried both abductors that I thought sent me there. So we're just going to leave that be, probably. So we need to go back to Lanedell. And then from what I remember, we already have the normal sites of grace that we would have had. So I think let's just use all our runes. We're not going to need them for anything else. We'll see if we can get a couple levels out of it. We'll just use all of these bigger ones. I think that should be enough. We might be able to get one more level, actually. That gives us 50 more health. That's pretty decent. Yeah, I think that's a whole level right there. Basically. Okay, we'll leave that there. I think we're good. Can't use torrent, I keep forgetting. I think there are a few sites of grace we need to collect. There are like 3 or 4 of the ulcerated tree spirits roaming around, but I don't really know if I want to do that. I think that's to tell you you can go underground if you didn't find the well to jump in earlier. That's a way to get down there now. but we already went that way. I don't think there are any other sites of grace out here. I think they're all in the building, or in the city itself, rather. There's really no reason to fight the ulcerated tree spirits outside of if we just want to do it for the sake of the stream. But we've already fought like 24 of them. So I don't really see the point of doing that. I think they're protecting a talisman, but we could probably just run in and get it and run out without having to deal with them. There might be like a black-bladed kindred fight or something. I can't remember. Where does this go? I say let's just go straight for the bosses, really, at this point. The side areas that have a site of grace in here are kind of useless to us, and we've done close to a 100% playthrough anyway. So here's where we find out that that dude who we basically didn't talk to all stream or all series, the all-knowing guy who was like giving us hints on things, he's actually here to stop us.
It's a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas, none will take it. Queen Mary helps us. Continues to struggle.
Yeah, we were able to get him like to a quarter health just by doing that move right away. He's jealous. That's what it boils down to.
Kill a god.
He couldn't achieve his goal, and so he's mad that we are close to, and he's in disbelief and denial. So now we get to go fight the actual Godfrey fight, not just the golden ghost that we fought earlier. And his fight is honestly really cool. We will see how much of the fight we actually get to experience before I just demolish him. Part of me kind of wants to get to see the fight because it's a cool fight, but the other part of me doesn't want to because that means I got stuck or something. So I guess I will fight him, and then before I do the final boss, I will go and... let's just not worry about getting the last sites of grace. I think there's only 1 or 2 that we're missing, and out of the 300, it's the only one we would be missing would be somewhere over here in the city, because we already have most of the city-based sites. I think we only lost 1 over here that we could go get, and that's it. So honestly, we could just leave it alone. We've gotten everything else. So here we go with the Godfrey fight. So this guy was the first Elden Lord, and I forget why he's not anymore. I think he got banished, basically. Or he died and now he's undead. But I know he was somewhere else.
A long while, Morgoth.
Aye, let's go.
Long and hard didst thou fight.
This dude's pretty
Tarnished
cool
warrior.
because he used to be the Lord,
Spurned by the grace of gold.
and he actually like gives us respect for our accomplishments
Be
in getting here.
assured, the Elden Ring resteth close at hand. Alas, I am returned.
I think the three-headed
To be
dragon that we
granted
fought
audience once more.
was also an Elden Ring. So he came back to try to reclaim the title of Lord. I believe is what he was saying there.
Upon my name as Godfrey, the first Elden Lord.
Oh wait, this is the big dong dude.
Yeah, this is the guy who I was like, it's probably him. Oh, I have a different sword than I thought I had. I thought I had my other sword out. Phase 2 is actually pretty cool. He becomes Horalu, which is like one of the ancestors of Nefeli that we were encountering earlier. But that's his shadow.
Will be all.
So that's like his version of Blythe and Malekith. And he gets like Super Saiyan because of it.
Dope.
I've given thee courtesy enough.
And now he turns like full WWE. He picks you up and body slams you. Like, he goes full on wrestling here.
Now I fight as Horalu. Warrior!
Let's see if I have enough space to put on blood cream. I don't think I'm gonna have enough of a window. Ooh, I saw the kick coming, but I didn't react in time. I'm not gonna be able to do damage, but look at that body slam. Honestly, I'm glad that I have the Ash, just so that we can see him do the dope moves on the Ash without having to put myself in danger.
Tarnished. Thy strength befits a crown.
He's a dope fight. He wasn't really that frustrating even from the beginning, but he's a fun fight. I enjoy it. I need to rest before I go to the next one because I forgot to rest before him. Just 40,000 short. There we go. That's more than enough. I was hoping I could get that to 60, but oh well. Oh, actually. I wonder if I have enough between all all of my runes. I don't think I'm going to. Oh, I have just enough. I had 5,000 over what I needed. So now we just get to have a nice even number there. Right at 1900 health. Okay. Final boss time. Let me see if I have any black flame. I can't use any of them, and I have to have a significant amount of faith to be able to use them. That's the issue. So I wouldn't be able to. I don't think any of these Ashes of War use a black flame.
Ugh, I have to eat now, but I'll be back right after.
This is the final boss! It's the final boss! Nah, it's okay. Enjoy the food. I'll figure out what we want to do for the next stream, because I'm going to finish this under 2 hours. So I'll need to figure out what I want to do. Actually, if you're going to be gone, I might go back and try to get those last sites of grace that we might have missed. That way it'll give you a little bit of time to eat. I think there was only 1 or 2 anyway. I had said I was worried about the last stream only being an hour long, but I thought that the other 2 areas would have taken a little bit longer to run through, honestly. I should have known better. But oh well. We'll just have to figure out what I want to stream after this. My first thought is Rocket League, because that's like the other game I play. But I feel like that's a little bit hard to interact with chat on. And it's not as, like, interesting as a game for viewers, I feel like. Where can I jump from to safely get over there? That's not where. I could do something like Little Nightmares, like I was thinking of doing anyway. However, I'm worried about it being a shorter stream than what the others would be. I'm not like OCD, but I have some things that bother me like that. Like the fact that all of the streams have been 4 to 6 hours, but this last one's only going to be like an hour and a half long. That bothers me a lot. I've considered streaming Bloodborne or Demon's Souls, but I haven't finished either of those. And I would be worried about the stream friendliness of those games for me. because I haven't finished them, so I don't know if I would get significantly stuck on one place or the other. Wasn't there like normally a site of grace here? And I just, as much as I don't mind getting stuck on these games because that's just part of the game, I also am not interested in having a stream where I just do like one thing and die continuously for hours on end. Like with this game, I thought that the most I would get stuck on would be like an hour or so, and I didn't even do that. The most I got stuck was when I was fighting the Crucible Knight pair. And all things considered, that actually wasn't that bad. You good, bro? Okay, have fun. I don't know what he found interesting in that wall, but there was something there that he enjoyed, apparently. Okay, well, there is a way in there, but we're not going to deal with that. Let's just go to the boss fight. I think we have to find a sending gate to get there, but we're not going to deal with that. Let's go ahead and fight the final boss. I guess we'll just put on blood, because I feel like lightning wouldn't do anything. And we're probably going to do phase 1 without our spirit ash, and then we'll summon our spirit ash for phase 2, because phase 2 they put a lot of distance, like the Elden Beast puts a lot of distance between you and them, and it's just having a spirit ash to help close that distance or do damage when it's far away can be nice. So most of its attacks are AoE, so the aggro really doesn't matter. It has a couple attacks similar to an ulcerated tree spirit, but for the most part it's all AoE stuff. So it's really just there to close the gap whenever it's trying to get distance between you guys. Using that hammer in my first profile that I'm using to help people like on summons and stuff. I changed it to a faith build from the strength build that I was running, and it's a really cool weapon to use. This music is dope. I thought it was going to be an explosion attack. I didn't realize that that other attack was going to have a second explosion to it. I timed that exactly wrong. I keep timing my roll completely wrong. The music though is amazing. Like the final, this game has a few really good scores, but this final boss music is just like, it just hits perfectly. I didn't think he could throw that lightning right under his feet. Okay. I mean, to be fair, we basically have no armor on. We're basically naked. If I put on some armor that had good holy defense, we would probably be golden. I'll give it a few more tries this way, but if we keep getting one shot like that, then I'm gonna have to put on some armor. Or I might just do it now, honestly. We'll give it one more try, and if we can't get much progress because we keep getting like one shot, even at 60 vigor, then we'll change to some kind of armor that has decent damage negation. Because I'm not dealing bad damage against him, it's just that like I'm getting hit twice, and I'm dead. That took out. I mean, he hits hard. I'm not going to take away from that. But we wouldn't be losing half our health to a single hit if I had on different armor. What? I didn't see that lightning strike attack coming out of anywhere. Dang it. I feel like I need to put on armor. I mean, I could just do this until I get used to its attack pattern enough not to get hit like ever. But even though I almost got him there, I was also almost out of flasks, and then we have the hardest phase right after. So I need to do something that has some kind of holy 8.8, 8, 9, that's 12, 11... 13, 14 and a half. Honestly, the Crucible Knight is what we went with last time we put on actual armor. We are on a heavy load, though, is the thing. I guess we could put that on. Let's see if this helps us survive at all. We went from basically no damage negation to the highest that we have available to us at the moment. So hopefully we won't be getting half of our health taken every time we get touched. I tried to go later there since I went too early last time. What? How did that still hit me? Still got hit by it. Oh, him spawning in from teleporting can hurt me. Like the light that he causes when he teleports can hurt me. That's what hurt me that one time when I didn't know what was going on. I don't know the timing for that, because I keep going like, I keep trying to change it just a little bit. I have only 3 flasks though. I'm gonna have to use one of those to summon. I mean, I guess we'll see. It's the final boss. It's gonna be harder than the others. And I've only fought him like twice, so... Dang it. I realized as soon as I jumped for the head that that was going to be the death of me. Still, for the first time getting to phase 2, on like our 3rd attempt, we got it pretty far down. I just need to not get hit as much when I'm fighting Radagon here at the beginning. I wonder if lightning would do anything against him. Dang it. It's being so aggro. What the heck? Not going well. Literally gives you no opening to heal. Honestly, I feel like the Spirit Ashes are really the most useful because they give you openings to heal. Like, that's the main benefit you get from most of them. It's like you have to roll twice there, or just get out of the area or something. I didn't roll soon enough. I rolled too early. We're not really in a better spot than last time. We're actually doing a lot worse. I didn't know stab attack. Kill us. It's gonna kill us. I couldn't even see what was going on. I couldn't see anything of what was going on. I don't even know what attack hit us. I don't know what it was doing. It spawned right in my face. There were gold lights everywhere. I could see absolutely nothing. And I had no heals because apparently I have no clue what to do on Radicon. Ay, ay, ay. Oh. Well. I don't know the window for rolling on that attack. I didn't get my second Bloodhound step in time. I did not think he was going for me at all. What? If I run behind him, will I still get hit by the golden fire? No, but I won't be able to hit him either. Well, we have 4 times the amount of classes we normally have. Okay, so honestly, I have no clue. I guess next time he just goes still and I hear that sound, I need to sprint, maybe? Is sprinting what I need to do? It might be, I have no clue. It's... This boss fight is nuts. Really slow. But I think I also take less damage. Letting my guy go in for the final hit. What I think I'm gonna do is run up to the Elden Beast and then take the perfume and then just go at it. Nope. This steel doesn't negate holy damage. It doesn't negate holy damage. It does not negate holy damage whatsoever. Dang it. Coming at me, or is it? Okay, it is coming at me, but sprinting is outrunning them. So that's good to know. Doing okay. Dang it. What the hell? Hit him. I just got over here, bro. Let me get close to you, please. Oh my god, no. Please just let me get close to you. Please stop running away. I promise I won't hurt you that much. Oh no. Please, just let me get close. Can I please posture break you? Oh no. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Did we do it? We did it. Nice. You came back right at the right time. Whew. He just kept doing his ranged attacks and he wasn't letting me get close whatsoever. Good grief.
Slain.
Okay, so I can become Elden Lord that way, or we can do the ending with Ronnie by summoning her here. Honestly, I feel like I didn't even deserve that victory. I'm gonna be fully honest. The armor definitely is what kept us alive, though. We wouldn't have survived without the extra holy damage defense stuff. I don't even know what to put this into. I guess that. So that's it. We did it. Took us an hour and 47 minutes to do the last 3 areas, so it took us about half an hour to get through Lanedale. To do the final 3 bosses took about 30 minutes. Not too bad. Was there anything we meant to buy before we in the game? I think we got everything through there. I feel like there were rune arcs that we meant to buy, even though you know, honestly, if I had used a rune arc, that would have made the fight so much better, easier. Okay. I mean, there's that. Let's go and I guess get the ending with Ronnie, and then we have to decide what we want to stream for the next 2 hours. I still have, I mean, I usually stream for like another hour. I've only been streaming for 2 hours today, so I could stream another game for a couple hours, and that would be completely fine for my schedule. So we need to figure out what we want to stream for that next little bit.
Face with monocle.
The battle is over, I see.
It has to be a PS5 game because I don't have a capture card. So it has to be a game I already have on the PS5. I mean, I could just do something easy and do Rocket League. And then I can start a new series if I stream again this weekend, or I can start it next week and I can pick a new game and I could just do Rocket League until then.
I do solemnly swear to every living being and every living soul. Now cometh the age of the stars.
Is it just me, or does she have a slight
A
accent?
1,000-year voyage under the wisdom of the moon. Here beginneth the chill night that encompasses all, reaching the great beyond. Into fear, doubt, and loneliness.
I have no idea what that accent is.
As the path stretcheth into darkness.
Amy Fionn Edwards is the voice actor for Ronnie. Voiced by Amy Fionn Edwards. Born 1987. She's a Welsh actress and singer, so it's a Welsh accent.
Well then, shall we?
Interesting.
My fair consort eternal.
Apparently she had some role in the English dub of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. But it's a Welsh accent. And here are the credits. We did it. We became Elden Lord. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. Here we go. Conquered the game in under 50 hours, fighting all of the bosses.
Wash Hans.
Basically all the mini bosses outside of a couple like ulcerated tree spirits off on the side.
Is that a clapping
apparently
emoji
that's a
or
washing hands emoji. I thought it looked like a clap, but then the text to talk was
fucking
saying,
wash hands, my bad.
Let's wash our hands of the sin that we committed by killing a god. We killed multiple gods, actually. Every major boss fight that gave us a rune was us killing a demigod. And then we killed the final god, the true god, at the end. So wild credits music. Like, the credits go hard, man. They're just like, the credits are scrolling at this speed, but the music's going at this speed. They got freaking Hans Zimmer over here making the score for the credits. He's got no chill. But we can go get our hug. We can still go get a hug. Where is Fia? Fia's up here. She shouldn't be dead, so we can still end the stream with a hug. There we go. The only way to end the stream. We're gonna pop out before we even stop the hug. That way the hug is the last thing that our character experiences. "47.5 hours. 47.5 hours to basically, it wasn't quite 100%, but it was like 99.5%. Got to a level 165 naturally. We didn't have to farm any runes ever. Anything. That was just pure skill there. That was basically a third of what it took me to do the same on my first attempt. I'm not even through Kaled on this one profile, and I'm just barely past it, so crazy. That's the series. That is Elden Ring. We have officially celebrated the game of the year by beating the game in under 50 hours on stream. Pretty crazy. We did it. I didn't know if we could. I was hoping we could, but I didn't think we could. I was honestly, when I first started the series, the reason I put off the series until it won Game of the Year was because I was worried it would take like 100+ hours to do. And I didn't feel like committing to a series that was going to take 30+ streams to finish. I mean, I was thinking if I was only able to do, this was even before I took my leave, if I was only able to do like one stream a week, 3 to 4 hours, and it took 110 hours, it would have taken like a whole, like most of a year to get through it. So the fact that we did it in like a third of the time I was expecting, and we had the perfect timing of our leave of absence, we were able to do it in just a couple weeks. Not too bad. The stream's only been going for almost 2 hours now, so I'm probably just gonna do Rocket League or something for the rest of the night, just so that I have something that's not committing to a series yet, and I can figure out what I want to stream next. And because I want to stream a little bit more tonight and just chill. So I'll probably do that. I think you're the only one here, Goty, but thank you for whoever is watching right now or in the future. Thank you, Goty, for hanging out. I'm gonna turn off the text-to-speech before I start the next stream. I'm going to end this one so that it archives as the last Elden Ring stream. And then I'll start a new stream. So if you feel like hanging out and playing Splatoon or whatever, I'm going to start that up in just a couple minutes.
It's been fun watching you go through the whole game.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. And it's one of those games that you'll probably never play, but you hear a lot about, so it's good to like kind of see it, even though you didn't see all of it.
I'm gonna play Splatoon while you play Rocket League.
But like I said, I'm gonna practice some video editing stuff, so I'll probably download the streams and like make highlight reels of some of them, at least of the main bosses. If not, I don't think there's like 300 bosses if you consider all the mini bosses. I don't know if I'm gonna make videos of all that.
Oh,
but
yeah, I've heard a lot about it and such, but wouldn't ever play myself.
I do need to fix that the text-to-speech since you can hear it. I was hoping that you wouldn't, and it would just help me not have to like read chat every time. but oh well. Or if there was a way for it to be like only highlighted
And
stuff.
it was fun watching you play Sekiro and watching others play various Souls games.
Oh yeah, Sekiro was fun. I didn't realize that it didn't record any, like it didn't save streams over 12 hours long. So that 24-hour stream is lost, which is really unfortunate, but it is what it is. That means it was a special experience for the people who were there live. Mostly you and Machete. I will probably get around to actually finishing a stream series of Dark Souls 1 and 3, and then probably never 2. I feel like I've started 3 a couple different times on my laptop, and I was never able to finish it through. So maybe I'll get motivation to do Dark Souls 3. But I have a few other games that I'm considering streaming. I have Little Nightmares 1 and Little Nightmares 2, so I could do a series of those. I own Hollow Knight, but I've never played it, so I can do a series on that. I could stream Celeste. I've beaten it multiple times, but I don't know if I've ever streamed it or not. I do have Demon Souls and Bloodborne that I could stream, but like I said, I don't know how stream friendly those would be for me because I haven't played through them. And I don't feel like having like 3 streams committed to one boss because I'm having to learn a new game completely. So I'll look at my options, but it's probably going to end up being like Hollow Knight or Little Nightmares or something along those lines. Hollow Knight would be cool because I've never played it, so it would be like a fresh experience on stream. So I'll consider doing that one since I own it.
I own Hollow Knight as well and have watched bits and pieces, but never played it.
Yeah, I haven't even seen gameplay. Like I think I might have seen like GIFs and stuff, but I've never actually like seen any gameplay. So I might do that so like it's a new experience. But anyway, I'm gonna stop the stream, turn off the text to speech, and then I'll start up a new stream if you just want to chill. But yeah.
I've seen playthroughs of both Little Nightmares games. They're kinda wild.
Yeah, the Little Nightmares games are wild, but I like them. I enjoy them.
Virtual Yug.
But yeah, I'll be right back.